Hello all of you, welcome to QA Studio channel. In previous session we have started Selenium interview question and we have completed the 40 Selenium interview question and answer. Now we see the next question, that is super and this keyword. So what is super keyword and what is this keyword? Super keyword means it is used to access or invoke the member of the superclass from a subclass. Member like method, field or constructor means it is used to call the method, field or constructor of the superclass. In a subclass, the super keyword can be used to call the superclass constructor. It accesses superclass method or field and differentiate between overridden method in the superclass and subclass. Example of the superclass like it invokes the superclass constructor. This is typically used in the subclass constructor to initialize inheritance. Super dot method name means it call the method defined in the superclass, even if the subclass has overridden that method. After that, super dot field name, that is access field name defined in the superclass, allowing access to the superclass version of the field. The now next is, what is this keyword? This keyword it is used to refer to the current instance of the class or differentiate between instance variable and the local variable or method parameter within a class. These can be used to call the constructor, access instance variable or method, and pass the current instance as an argument to the other method or constructor. This constructor means it invokes the another constructor within the same class. This is used for constructor chaining, allowing one constructor to call the another constructor in the same class. Means this keyword is used within the same class, and super keyword is used to call the superclass method. This dot instance variable means it accesses the instance variable of the current object, and this dot method name means it calls the method of the current object. As a summary, we see the super keyword refers to the superclass or its member, while the this keyword is referred to the current instance of the class. Both keywords are used to handle the situation where there is a need to differentiate or access element from the different level of the class hierarchy. It's important to note that super keyword and this keyword cannot use in a static constraint, such as a static method or static initializer, because they are associated with the instance level. These are the difference between the super keyword and the this keyword. Now the next question is, what is the singleton class in a Java? Singleton class means it in a class that allows the only one instance of this class to be created and provide the global point to access to that instance. Means when we create the singleton class, then there will be the only one object to be created of that particular class. This is achieved by making the constructor private so that no other instance of that class can be created, and providing a static method that returns a single instance of the class. The singleton pattern is commonly used in a situation where single instance of the class need to be coordinate action across the system, such as the login or configuration. It ensures that there is only one object of the class which can be accessed globally, and preventing unnecessary duplication and ensuring consistency across the system. Now the next question is, how do we manage the rerun only failed test cases in the Selenium? Means in this question we have to define that how will you run only the failed test cases. So there are the two ways to run the failed test cases in the test engine. First is the using the test engine fail.xml file, and other is using the identify analyzer interface. So first we will see first failed test rerun by using test engine fail xml. So first we will create the class that is only failed test execution. After creating class, we will create a two method, that is the first method is the test1 and the second method is the test2. And the first method will be the true and second method will be the false. If we run this program, so we will get one method as a true and one method as a false. And for that class we have to create a test.ng XML file like that, and you all know guys how to create a test.ng file. Means right click on the project and then go to the test.ng and convert to the test.ng XML file, so it will automatically create a test.ng file. After creating this test.ng file and after running this program, we will get this type of page, like one is a pass and one test case is a fail. And after refreshing the test output folder, we will see below a test.ng fail.xml file. So in this way, we will run only test.ng fail XML file by this way. Means in this way. So first we have to create one program, that is one test1 and test2. Test1 will be the true and test2 will be the false. So we have to create, for that class we have to create the test.ng XML file. Then we have to execute this test.ng XML file. So we will get the in the test output folder test.ng fail XML file. Other option is fail test rerun by implementing iRetry analyzer. So we have to iRetry analyzer is an interface. So we have to call this implement this iRetry analyzer with our class. So this method will be called when the test method fails. You can get test result from the test result input parameter of this method as shown in the method definition. See, here we will create the one method, means it is a inbuilt method in the iRetry analyzer interface. So here is a retry method which accepts the parameter as a iTest result. This method should return true if you want to rerun the failed test, or false if you want to rerun the test. The most common use of this dialog is to determine how many times to the retry failed test based on the fixed counter. So we will create a one class, that is retry analyzer, which implement the iRetry analyzer, and will create the two variable like in counter and retry limit. Retry limits means we have to give the limit that how many times our failed test cases will run. So here we give the retry limit equal to 4. With our failed test cases will run 4 times. In this way, we use the iRetry analyzer to rerun the failed test cases. Now we have a simple implementations of iRetry analyzer. Note the implementations of retry method which allow the failed test to be repeated 4 times. This is because we set a retry limit equal to 4. Now we have to see in how many way we use the retry analyzer in our program. So first is the by specifying retry analyzer value in the test annotation, and by adding retry analyzer during the runtime by implementing on the listener interface. So we will see in first option, that is in the test method specify the retry class. So specify the value of retry analyzer in the test annotation. We can do this following way, that is in our class test class with the help with the at the rate test annotation, we have to write retry analyzer is equal to test means it is a package name dot class name. We have created retry analyzer class. In this way we will use the retry analyzer in our test method, and after executing this program we will get the test method which is our fail will run 4 times, and the test method test1, here we have to give the limit 1, so it will run only 1 time, and the test2 method will run the 4 times. In this way we use the iRetry analyzer to rerun the fail test cases, or the in the test.ng fail XML file to rerun the test cases. I mean, there are the two possible way to rerun the fail test cases. This is the important question. I will take a one more separate video for this question. Now the next question is, what is a try-catch block and why it is used? In Java, we use the try-catch block with the exception handling concept. You all know what is exception handling. Exception handling means to manage the exceptional conditions or error, we use the exception handling. Exception handling allows to handle and manage the exception condition or error that may occur during the executions of program. Try block means the try block is used to enclose the code that might throw the exception. See, here we will use a try block. and the code that will throw the exception. Wait just a minute. Exception, and after that we will write the catch block. Here we have to write the exception name. Here we have to write, here the exception will catch in this block that will throw by the catch block, and after that we have to write the finally block, and it will always execute it whether exception handle or not. These are the hierarchy of the try catch block. First we have to write the try block, and here the code that will throw the exception. The code that will throw the exception will catch the in the catch block, and here we have to write the exception name, and the last is the finally block. Finally block means whether here exception handle or not, finally block is always executed. So the try block is used to enclose the code that might throw the exception. It is followed by one or more catch block or finally block. The syntax is that is here try block code that throw the exception. Then in the catch we have to write the exception type. Also we will use the multiple catch block, and the last is the finally block. In the last finally block there is a resources like enclosing file, closing file, um, like that we write in the finally block. In the after that the next is the throw statement. The throw statement is used to explicitly throw the exception. It is typically used within a method or a catch block, and the syntax is follow like throw the exception. Exception means it can be instance of any exception class that extend the throwable class. After that, there is a catch block. What is catch block? Catch block means it is used to catch the handle specific exception that occur within the corresponding try block. Multiple catch block can be used to handle the different type of exception. And the syntax is the catch block. Here we have to write the exception type name, and here we have to write the code. The catch block catches the exception type, exception of type or is subclass type, and it provides a code block to handle the exception. If the exception occurs that matches this type that you specify in the catch block, the block is executed. Now the next important question regarding the Java interview question is difference between the abstract and the interface. Abstract class and the interface. In the abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract method, but in the interface there only the abstract method. Since and the next difference is abstract class doesn't support multiple inheritance, but in the case of interface, it supports a multiple inheritance. Abstract class can have final, non-final, static, and the non-static variable, but interface has only static and the final variable. Next difference is abstract class can provide the implementation of the interface, but interface can't provide the implementation to the abstract class. The abstract keyword is used to declare abstract class, and here interface keyword is used to declare the interface. An abstract class extend another Java class and implement Java interface. Interface can extend another Java interface. Abstract class can be extended using extend keyword, and here interface can be implemented using implemented keyword. Last difference is the Java abstract class can have class member be like private protected, but in case of interface the members are public by default. Now the next question is what are the different plugins used for the Maven and its use? You all know what is Maven. Maven is a popular build automation tool and a dependency management tool for the Java project. It provides dependency and plugin that enable developer to perform various tasks during the build process. First plugin is a Maven compiler plugin. Maven compiler plugin means it compiles the Java source code, and we have to specify source and target Java version, compile option and more. Means when we use the Maven compiler plugin, we have to specify source, target Java version and compiler option. Next plugin is the Maven Surefire plugin. Why we use the Maven Surefire plugin? We run the unit test during the build process. And when we write the Maven Surefire plugin, we have to exclude the test classes, generate the test report, and here we have to set up the test environment. After that, there is a Maven dependency plugin. Maven dependency plugin means it analyze and manage the project dependency. Here we have to resolve and display the dependency information, create the dependency report. Then there is a Maven clean plugin. Clean plugin means it clean the project by deleting generated file and directory. We have to specify file directory to be deleted. Maven release plugin. Release means it automate the release process including versioning, tagging and deployment. It configure release step, handle SCM operation. Then there is a Maven failsafe plugin. Maven failsafe plugin means it run integrate test during the build process. Then there is a resources plugin. Resources plugin means it copies the project resources to the output directory. And last is a Maven Java Doc plugin. It generates the Java Doc API documentation for the project. These are the plugins used in the Maven project when we build any Maven project, like Maven compiler plugin, Maven Surefire plugin, Maven dependency plugin, Maven clean plugin, Maven release plugin, failsafe plugin, resources plugin, and last is the Maven Java Doc plugin. Now the next question is, can we write the WebDriver equal to new WebDriver? You all know WebDriver is an interface and we can't create the object of the WebDriver. For this question, our answer is no, we cannot directly instantiate the WebDriver class using the new keyword, because WebDriver is an interface in Selenium and we cannot make the object of the interface. To work with the Selenium WebDriver, we need to instantiate a specific browser driver class that implement the WebDriver interface. So to work with the Selenium WebDriver, we need to instantiate specific browser driver class that implement a WebDriver interface. Means we have to write like that: WebDriver driver is equal to new. Here we have to write the browser driver class like Chrome driver. We have to write that. We can't write like that. That is WebDriver driver equal to new WebDriver, because here WebDriver is a interface and we can't create the object of the WebDriver. Now the next question is static keyword. Static keyword means in a Java is used to define the member that belong to the class rather than the object of the class. It is associated with the class and can be accessed without creating the object of the class. So static keyword is belonging to the class, not belonging to the any particular object, and it is associated with the class and can be accessed or can be called without creating the object. So we use the static keyword with a variable method. When we use the static keyword with a variable, it become a static variable. Static variable, also known as a class variable, is shared among the all instance of the class. It is declared with the static keyword and it is accessed using the class name without creating the any object. Static variable are typically used to store the data that is common to all the instance of class, such as configuration variable, constant, and a share counter. Next is the static method. Static method belong to the class itself and it is not associated with any particular object of the class. It is declared with the static keyword and we call without creating the any object, or also we can directly call with the using of the class name. Static method can only directly access with a static variable and invoke other static method. Means in static area, we can't call the non-static member or the non-static method. After that, there is a static block. Static block means a static block is a block of code enclosed within the open curly bracket and close curly bracket prefix with the static keyword. So like that. Here we have to write the only the static keyword, and here we have to write the we have to use the open curly bracket and write the code, and then enclose with a close curly bracket. In this way we use the static block. Now the next question is, can we create the object of the abstract class? No, we cannot create the object of the abstract class or interface directly in Java. Both abstract class and interface are meant to be implemented by concrete class. Either we extend the implement abstract class interface in a new class, or create the object of this class, then use this object as per our need. See, here we create the abstract class, and here in abstract class you all know contain abstract class contain the abstract method and non-abstract method, and interface also contain the only abstract method. If interface not contain the concrete method, so we will create one subclass, that is concrete class, and which extend the abstract class which implement the interface class. And here we have to give the implementations of the abstract method and interface method. By this, in this way we use the abstract class and interface by implementing or extending to the subclass. Now the next question is, are all method in the abstract class is abstract? No. We say that in the previous question that abstract class contain abstract and non-abstract method. So here this question's answer is no. Not all method in the abstract class are required to be abstract. Abstract class in Java can both method, that is abstract method. Abstract method means method without implementation, and non-abstract method means method with an implementation. So we will see what is abstract method and what is non-abstract method. Abstract method means declared without any implementation using the abstract keyword, and there are to be overridden and implemented by the concrete subclass of the abstract class. So we will see the how we define the abstract class. Here we have to use the abstract. Here we have to use like that. Now we will create the abstract method and the abstract class. Here we use the abstract keyword, and when we use the abstract keyword with a method, this method will say that the abstract method, and abstract method means it does not provide any implementation. If we have to give the implementation to this particular method, so in a subclass we have to implement this method like that. So we will our subclass is the class B, will extend the abstract class A. Here we have to write we have to give the implementation. Here we are using white, so it will return something, and in this way we give the implementation to the abstract method. So this is the abstract class A, and in this abstract method there will be the abstract method also, non-abstract method, like that. Abstract method, and abstract method means it will uh, does not give any implementation. So and if we have to give the implementation to that abstract method, so we will give in the subclass. So class B is our subclass, and here which implement the abstract class, and our method set is the abstract method in a abstract class A, and we have to give the implementation to the subclass. So we will create this method and implement here. This method will void, so it will return something, so it will return in the true. In this way we use the abstract method. And what is non-abstract method? Non-abstract method in abstract which class have a complete implementation. We will see our up is a non-abstract method, and here we will give the implementation. So there is no need to give the implementation in a subclass. So to summarize, abstract class in Java can have combinations of abstract and non-abstract method. And abstract method are to be overridden by the subclass, while non-abstract method provide a default behavior that can be inherited by the subclass. So the next question is, are multiple inheritance possible in Java? So no, Java does not support multiple inheritance of the classes. Multiple inheritance refers to the ability of classes to inherit from more than one superclass. Diamond problem. This is also important question that interviewer directly asks, what is diamond problem in Java? Is multiple inheritance supported by the Java? So both questions are the important regarding the interview. Diamond problem means diamond problem occurs when a class inherits from two or more classes that have common superclass. It's called the diamond problem. Diamond problem means if the both superclass define a method with the same name and signature, the subclass does not know which method to inherit. It's called the diamond problem. We will see what is diamond problem in the whiteboard. See here the two class, that is class parent 1 and class parent 2. In class parent 1 there will be the method void fun, and in also class parent 2 there will be the same method void fun. So when we extend this parent 1 and parent 2 class and call the fun method, that time compiler will confuse that which method we have to call. And in this way, when compiler is confused to which method is called, so that time there will be occur the diamond problem. Diamond problem means also we call the multiple inheritance. And in previous question we say that Java does not support the multiple inheritance. And to solve this diamond problem, we have to use the interface, because we can implement the multiple inheritance at a time. So we will use multiple inheritance to avoid the diamond problem. Now the next question is, how do we click the button without using click? You all know guys, in Selenium there is a click method which is a method of the web element interface, and by using this click method we will click on any element present on the web page. So using JavaScript executor, and here question is, how do we click the button without using click method? So using the JavaScript executor to perform the click action, Selenium can execute JavaScript code command with the help of execute script method. And also there is a second option is using the send keys method. First is the JavaScript executor, and other is the send keys method. After that there is the action class to click perform the option, and the last is the submit method. So if guys, if you ask the interviewer that can we click the on any element without using click method, so yes, the question will be the answer will be the yes, and there are the four ways to click on any element. First is the JavaScript executor, then we will use the send keys method, after that we can use the action class, and after that submit method. So first we will see the how we use the JavaScript executor to click on the any element. First we will see the what is JavaScript executor. You all know guys what is JavaScript executor. JavaScript executor is an interface And we use JavaScript executor when any Selenium command perform failed to perform any action. So how to use the JavaScript executor? So first we have to set the part of the WebDriver. Then we have to instantiate the Chrome driver class by using WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Then we will navigate to the web page with the help of driver.get method, and in the get method we have to pass the URL of the web page. Then we have to find the button element on which we have to perform the click operation, and here we will use the web element button. Then click the button on the JavaScript executor, and its syntax is JavaScript executor JS executor is equal to JavaScript executor driver, and JS executor dot execute script argument in square bracket 0 dot click, and here we have to write the web element. In the above example, after locating the button using suitable selector means here we have to use the by.id. We cast the WebDriver instead to the JavaScript executor like JavaScript executor JS executor is equal to in bracket JavaScript executor driver, and with the help of execute script method execute the JavaScript click event on the button element. Then another is the using action class. Action class, or you all know guys, we use the action class to perform advanced user action. We can use the action class to create the sequence of action and perform the click action on the button. Then how to use the action class? For that we have to create the object of the action class, that is action is equal to new action, and here we have to pass the driver. Then with the help of this variable we have to call the click method of the action class and perform the click operation. Also when we use the setKeys method, now we see the how the setKeys method to perform the click action. The syntax is the first we have to locate the web element like that. Then we use the driver dot find by element. We will locate element by dot id. Then we will use the sendKeys method, which is the method of the web element, and here we use the keys class. Here keys class contain the multiple action like keys dot enter, keys dot press, keys dot tab, and here we call the enter method of the keys class, and lastly semicolon. By this way we use the sendKeys method to perform any click action. Now the next question is, what is the page factory? Page factory is a design pattern in a Selenium. Page factory is a class. Form is a design pattern. For organizing web element and the method in a test class, page factory uses the annotations like find by to locate the web element, and its method to initialize the web element automatically. And by the using of the page factory class, it reduces the code duplication and improve the readability, maintainability of the test script. Now the next question is difference between the equal to and equal to. The difference between the equal to and equal to in Java, that equal to is a comparison operator and equal to is a assignment operator. The equal to operator check if two value or reference are equal or not, while the equal to operator assign the value of reference to the variable. Let's see an example. Here int x equal to 10 and int y equal to 20. Here we assign the 10 value to the x variable and 20 value to the y variable. And now we will compare that whether it is equal or not. So for that we will use the equal to operator, and here we use the boolean data type, so it will return the answer in a true or false. So z equal to s equal to y means we have to compare the result of the x, and it will the print the false because 10 and 20 is not equal. So we use the equal to operator, assign the value to the x, y and z variable, and we use the equal to operator to compare the value of x, y and return the boolean value, and the output of this code is 10 is not equal to 20, so it will return the false. Now the next is when we use the equal to operator with object, it compare their reference, not their content. Like this is our first example. Here x equal to 10, we will assign the 10 value to the x variable. X y equal to 20 means we will assign the 20 value to the y variable, and boolean z equal to x equal to y. Here we are dealing with our variable. So here we have to check whether 10 equal to 20 or not. Now the next example is now here we are dealing with the object because here we are using the string data type. So string s1 equal to new string hello, here we are passing hello data type. Then string s2 is equal to new string, and here we have to also pass the hello. Now boolean b1 equal to s2. Here compare s1 s2 using equal to and assign the result b1 using, that is system b1 is equal system dot out println b1. Now here s equal to y means here it will compare the result, that is 10 and 20, but here it will not compare the result, it will compare the reference to that variable, so it will return the false, not true. So in the previous question we will see the remaining question, and in this question we will see the 14 question related to the Selenium interview question, Selenium related to Selenium. And if you have any question regarding this question, so you can comment in the comment box. I will try to give the answer. Hope you guys you can understand all the questions and answer. Thank you.